Hey, what's up, everybody? This week's episode is a recap of the Tongan Warrior and Paki Man. And this is how it's gonna go. Tongan Warrior is gonna give you guys a positive message from our sign today. It's Jeremiah 29:11.
Oh, it says, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11.
I love it. So stay tuned for this week's episode, our recap, and we're gonna just share our experiences of the boys living in Utah, being away from the island of Hawaii, the most beautiful place in the world where we come from. And always remember,
Hawaii forever.
So again, what's up, everybody? This is a recap. My two high school Hawaii Hale boys that I'm so proud of, and I love sharing their stories with you guys on social media. And it's because nobody understands us. You know, we come from Hawaii. We were far from everything. Whatever we know is all we know. And these guys were the chosen ones that chose me to be their coach, to bring them up here and experience life on a different eye view level, meaning because we don't know how it is up here. And so having these two boys, you know, the questions today, and I'll go with Koli first, is what are your struggles here in Utah, going to school, playing football, and living up to the Hawaii Hale expectations? And in other words, I want them to talk about, like, what is their struggles? Why do they struggle? And you guys can hear it from them, and we can all feed in and comment if you guys have the same ideas that we have, why we struggle when we get away from the islands and come to the mainland. So, talk to us about time management. Talk to about us just being on time. No self-motivation, you know, not having one God pushing community. And then, of course, just being responsible in general, all the responsibilities that you're trying to take on, Koli. What is that like? What are your struggles?
I see my struggles just being consistent with myself and with my responsibilities. I still practice every day, like trying to do everything right and trying to balance out school, football, and living up to the expectations of Hawaii Hale. And some days I might fall, but I just gotta keep on pushing through and pick myself up and just get better every day. Trying to win the day every day, one time at a time.
Well, that's our solution. You know, what is the struggle? Why is time management hard for us coming from Hawaii?
Time management is hard for us coming from Hawaii because we don't manage it well in Hawaii.
No, for real. What do you
just
think?
do whatever we like.
Yeah. We do whatever we like, right, Paki?
Yeah.
Paki, you know.
My time management sucks.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, that's my point, right? You have an eye view of what you want, and it's not what we thought it was that easy to do. And it's, you know, I give you an example. Everybody talks like your friends or your peers, both you guys, right? I want to go to college.
Yeah.
I want to go play football. I mean, and, you know, I've found firsthand that we have a lot of struggles. We have a lot of weaknesses. We're not prepared for this. Well, that's a coach's point of view. I want you guys to tell everybody, like, why is it hard to be on time? You just shared with us our time management. Why is it hard to be on time? You know, what is the difference with people up here and the people at home?
Because back home we don't practice it. We always think on time is the time that they give us, but on time is really like 30 minutes early.
Well, you know, there's a word that I love, but I hate at the same time, and it's that word, Bombay. What does that mean, Bombay?
By then.
Huh? Like,
By then, huh?
Bombay. Like
Like
they say.
you push it to the side or
Right?
time.
Like, what is
Next time.
Bombay? Yeah, right.
Next time.
Bombay, we go come.
Alright.
Well, next time, Bombay, right? And then it becomes a habit. And try to go and tell some executive or a good football college coach, Bombay, will come show up. You know what I mean? He doesn't even know what that means. Okay, Paki, since you answered a little bit, now you tell us a little bit about your struggles, the time management, being on time, no self-motivation, you know, not having that relationship with God just being responsible. Well, what is our struggles at home? You being at home and then now you being here, because definitely you guys aren't doing anything wrong for me. We are doing great things up here. It's just I wanted it to be known what you guys think. So go ahead.
I think I struggle with my time management, like being on my phone too much instead of working on my football plays or like schoolwork. And I always say I'm gonna be on time, but then I'm always like 3 days late or a day late on videos or like schoolwork.
And you know, I'm happy that you talked about that, and you can chime in on this. No, because you know why? No, not about that. So he just said he's always on his phone. He doesn't practice football. But I'll tell you guys something, and I'm not lying this. I just want you guys to know this. Do you think any average kid could come and play on this football program that we're on? Because I feel like they all have the same problem. I've never met a coach, like in the mainland, that forces you guys to go and learn the plays, like in the huddle, right? Where we come from, how do coach teach you the plays?
They don't.
Where we come from in Hawaii,
They do. They like
they walk you through it,
everything. Yeah.
right? They walk you through it. And then you come to the mainland and the coach is like, hey, where's your playbook at?
Huddle.
It's on huddle. And if you don't open up the phone and to go or go on your computer to learn it, this is why you can't play. This is why you can't start, because you don't know anything. Right? That goes back to self-motivation. And that's why it's important. Time management, figuring out the best way to make it happen, Paki. And I'm so grateful that Paki is saying this, because it's true. He's struggling, but he's still fighting. You know, he's still here. And that's the difference, you know. And I think what I love about Paki and Koli is they have a base today of time management. They have a base of being on time. They do have motivation. They do have God in their life, and they definitely have a lot of responsibility that I would say that they've done great things too. But they've struggled, and we've all struggled together. And I think I want them to tell you guys why they struggle, and that's kind of what I wanted of you. But before we move on, just recap: why do you struggle? Why do you struggle with all of these things?
Because it's a habit that I learned in Hawaii, and I can't get over it.
And our favorite is what is you gotta practice the what?
The wins, not the losses.
Yeah, in Hawaii we practice a lot of the loss. We always badmouth like this and that instead of us talking about, you know what, we're going to be on time. We're gonna manage our time. We're gonna have motivation. You know, we say those things up here. For Koli's question on his struggle, I think I don't know. Koli's been doing so awesome since you know he's grew so much, and I just want Koli to connect Hawaii with what he struggled with. But I think what I wanted to talk about Koli is Koli maybe at one point used to be a negative kid, and that was his struggle. But now he practices. What do you practice?
Practice gratitude.
Gratitude. He's like the gratitude power man now, and
It's my superpower.
exactly, he's a superpower guy with gratitude. And I think because of that, he also taught me as a coach that I lacked a lot of gratitude as a Hawaii coach. You know, we use reverse psychology, so I think I'm a big part of our failures, you know, being a coach at home, because that's all I knew. You know, I was teaching them what I was taught. And today, Koli teaches me, right, as well as Paki. Paki's taught me a lot. And you guys wouldn't believe the things I say to these guys. But at the same time, it's because I do have this old school mentality. But 90% of the day, we talk very fluent, positive stuff, right? We practice the wins now. But like Paki said, at home, we practice those losses, yeah. But here, we definitely practice wins, and that's what I appreciate about these guys. So, next question. What is the difference with living in Farmington, Utah, and living at home in Hawaii? And we'll go with you first. What is the difference?
I think the difference is definitely the people. The people in Hawaii are like trying to bring you down, not push you up. But people in Utah are trying to push you up and make sure you succeed and like know what you're doing.
Hey, what grade are you, Paki?
I'm 10th grade.
Paki is 10th grade. And at 10th grade, Paki is sharing with you guys what he thinks. I thought I was the only one thought like this about Hawaii. But I guess it's what we practice. And I would like to know, what do you think we could do to change it at home, Paki? Like what would be our solution, that difference?
I think it comes back to like our responsibilities and making sure that people are sharing gratitude and not negativity.
Well, at home we used to call, instead of calling